Our planet is facing an unprecedented crisis. The signs are all around us, and they are impossible to ignore. From the parched lands that were once fertile to the smog-filled skies over our cities, the evidence of our impact on the environment is clear and alarming. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, it is a present reality. The ice caps are melting at an accelerated rate, causing sea levels to rise and erode our coastlines. This is not a problem for future generations. It is happening right now, affecting millions of lives. The evidence is overwhelming, from melting glaciers to extreme weather events. Hurricanes are becoming more intense, floods more frequent, and droughts more severe. These events are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern that threatens our way of life. Yet, misinformation and conspiracy theories continue to circulate, sowing doubt and hindering our collective response. Despite the clear scientific consensus, some still deny the reality of climate change, spreading falsehoods that delay crucial action. The time for debate is over. We must act now to protect our planet for future generations. Our children and grandchildren deserve to inherit a world where they can play in clean parks, breathe fresh air, and enjoy the beauty of nature. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. Scientists and activists are sounding the alarm, calling for immediate and decisive action. Every moment we delay, the window of opportunity to mitigate the worst effects of climate change narrows. We are at a tipping point, and the choices we make today will have profound consequences for decades to come. The balance is delicate, and our actions now will determine whether we tip towards a sustainable future or a catastrophic one. The consequences of inaction are simply too dire to ignore. Abandoned homes, displaced communities, and suffering wildlife are stark reminders of what is at stake. Our ecosystems are fragile, and the damage we inflict may soon become irreversible. We must confront climate change head-on with unwavering determination and a commitment to finding solutions. Activists, scientists, and everyday citizens are already making strides, but we need a unified global effort to truly make a difference. Addressing climate change requires a collective effort. It is not just the responsibility of a few, but of all of us. Communities coming together, sharing knowledge, and working towards common goals can create powerful change. Governments, businesses, and individuals must all play their part in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and transitioning to a more sustainable future. Policy changes, technological innovations, and lifestyle adjustments are all crucial components of this transition. This is not just an environmental issue, it is a social justice issue, an economic issue, and a moral imperative. The impacts of climate change disproportionately affect the most vulnerable among us, exacerbating inequalities and creating new challenges. The future of our planet hangs in the balance, and we must act now to avert disaster. The dramatic changes we see in our environment are a call to action, urging us to take responsibility and make the necessary changes to protect our world. By understanding the science, debunking myths, and embracing solutions, we can create a more sustainable and resilient world for all. Education and innovation are key, and together we can build a future where both people and the planet thrive. Climate change refers to the long-term shifts in global temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts can manifest in various ways, including more frequent and severe weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves. Over time, these changes can significantly alter the natural environment and impact human societies. The primary driver of these changes is the increase in greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere. These gases form a sort of blanket around the planet, trapping heat and causing the overall temperature to rise. This phenomenon is commonly known as the greenhouse effect. These gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, trap heat from the sun, causing the planet to warm. Carbon dioxide is released through activities like burning fossil fuels, while methane is often emitted during agricultural practices and from landfills. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, are the dominant cause of this increase in greenhouse gases. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas are used extensively for energy production, transportation, and industrial processes. When we burn coal, oil, and natural gas for energy, we release carbon dioxide and other pollutants into the atmosphere. These pollutants not only contribute to global warming, but also have harmful effects on air quality and public health. Deforestation also contributes to the problem by removing trees, which absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Forests act as carbon sinks, and their destruction means that more carbon dioxide remains in the atmosphere, exacerbating the greenhouse effect. The science behind climate change is well established and supported by decades of research. Scientists use a variety of methods to study climate change, including climate models, ice core samples, and satellite observations. Scientists have observed significant changes in Earth's climate system, including rising global temperatures, rising sea levels, and changes in precipitation patterns. These changes are not just theoretical, they are happening now and are measurable. These changes have far-reaching consequences for human societies and ecosystems worldwide. For example, rising sea levels can lead to coastal flooding, displacing communities and disrupting local economies. Changes in precipitation can affect water supply and agriculture, leading to food shortages and economic instability. Understanding the science of climate change is crucial for debunking myths and misinformation. Many misconceptions about climate change persist, often fueled by a lack of understanding or deliberate misinformation campaigns. It allows us to base our decisions on evidence and make informed choices about how to address this global challenge. By understanding the science, we can develop effective strategies to mitigate the impacts of climate change and adapt to its inevitable effects. This includes transitioning to renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and protecting natural ecosystems. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content like this. If you found the video useful, please leave a message in the comments, and remember, knowledge is power.